Hi Divas, this is your girl Hawaii Nani coming at you with a different video this time. It's a vlog video slash paranormal video. Hush, son. And special guest Nathan Anthony. Y'all know my little one. He's my 2-year-old. And his hair is a mess. So y'all excuse his head. I'm in the process of taking it down and restoring it. Anyway, this is going to be a different video for you ladies and gentlemen out there. And this is something based on the paranormal, psychic, and etc. I've mentioned to you before that I do different stuff in my videos. And makeup is my main, and photography is my main thing that I do in my videos, and dancing. But I like to add a little more to my videos. I like to add more things. But first thing I want to do is let you guys know what's going on. And give you my perspective in the paranormal thing. And you guys will like it. And I know this is not Halloween or anything like that for that matter. But it's just something to, you know, really kind of get you guys to thinking about certain things in life and what exists and what don't exist. Now, this is not about any UFOs or anything, and I'm not saying that they don't exist because everybody has their own thing. I'm a paranormal person that believes in spirits and ghosts. And I've been, as a kid growing up, I was always very sensitive to the paranormal. And I've always, and have been able to hear and see spirits. I mentioned to you one time in my last video about the, boys calling out to me when I was about 7 or 8 months pregnant when I lived in Hawaii. And then they refers that Hawaii. This is how you pronounce it there. Anywho, now this might be totally different from you guys. I might get somebody to like the paranormal, I might not. But each his own. And it's totally up to you guys. If any of you guys ever had a spirit encounter, or have you ever seen a spirit around you, love to know that. Comment below. But I am interested in the paranormal. I don't go looking for it. I don't go searching for it. It happens. Now, rather you or any other people believe it or not, in my perspective, I believe in spirits and ghosts. I believe there's other things out there that we can't explain today. Back then, people would have thought you would have been crazy and locked you up in a straitjacket and put your ass away and give you medicine. Nowadays, they can't really do that because, they can, but they can't. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of things now are coming to light. A lot of skeptics do research. A lot of things that a doctor, scientist can't always solve. Now, they got some people out there that does things fake. And they shouldn't. But they do. Now, I'm going to tell you a story. A story of a little whiles back that my friends and I went on to not haunted, but trick or treat. We were older kids. We wasn't, per se old, but old enough to know better. And I happened to be around an old hospital. And the old hospital, I might say, freaked me out a little because it was very dark, dusty, and abandoned hospital in Biloxi. And what has happened was I was walking by the hospital and I happened to see something inside the windows. Very freaky. Nobody was there. The place was abandoned. It was located on the back bay of Biloxi. Now, I don't know how it is today, but back then it was very, run down, abandoned. It was an old hospital. Heard a lynchings. Hell, I know they had lynchings back then. But this is the thing I want to tell you guys. um, it scared me. It scared the living shit out of me. And oh God, I don't even know how to deal with this. It took me back as a child, sixth grade. And when I was actually little, I remember having like a very bad episode of deja vu. I was in my room, and I swear something came across me, like it was just weird. Okay, it was like totally freaking weird. But needless to say, it took my breath away. Okay, it took my breath away, and I couldn't remember why or what happened or whatever. I told my grandmother about it, and may she rest in peace. I said, Grandma, I had some type of weird feeling, but I didn't know how to explain it. I was younger. And she has told me that some people are born with the veil over their head. And if you guys don't know what that means, more like a child who's born with many gifts. And I was one of those children. To this day, I have a lot of things that I can't explain. I used to do readings for people, and certain things come to me, and I would freak a person out, and they were like, how do you do that? How do you know that? No, it's not devil worshippers, nothing like that. I'm not a devil worshiper, and I will never be one. No offense to anybody else who does that type of thing, but it's my perspective. I'm a Christian, faith, but I believe, and I have respect for other religions, and I have respect for the fact that I believe there is other things out there besides just us. Now, I don't get into Bigfoot, I don't get into UFOs, but I get into this paranormal, spiritual, ghost encounters. I watch a lot of TV, read a lot of articles. I read even ghost stories, guys. I get into that thing. And if you guys are interested in knowing more about my history, ghost stories, please let me know, because I can tell you a bunch of stuff. I remember having a dream one time about a school building that my husband and I attended. And at that, I don't know why I had that dream. It was a feeling that come over me, a real bad feeling. But the dream was about me and him going to school. He was outside with some other friends of mine, waiting on me to come out of class. And everything that I can remember is going to I was looking for him. I went to the office to get something from the lady at the office secretary, and then I got it and I left. But when I left out, went farther where I got where my husband was at the time. He was my boyfriend. And the last bell rang, and the school blew up. It was like it scared the shit out of me, guys. It had me so terrified to go back to sleep. I don't know if that's a warning of some sort, or if something was going to happen in the future. Don't know. But I'm going to let you guys know there is things that you can explain. If you ever had a place where you've been that you felt very uncomfortable, you've been someplace, you've been around somebody that you felt negativity from, those things like that. Guys, if you guys have that experience, there's some part of you that could be clairvoyant, because everybody at some point in their life are born psychic. And I have to agree with a few people that has mentioned to them about this in the video. But me, my husband is also very gifted as well. We lived in our house in Hawaii, and there was a point in time where we didn't like sleeping upstairs in our own room, because the own room gave us an ominous feeling of strange. It just felt strange being up there. And my husband don't talk a lot. He's not a very social guy with only certain people he knows. But when I asked him to go upstairs with me one night to sleep, and he said he didn't like going upstairs so much because it felt creepy. You talking about it shocked me when he said that. It shocked me, and I told him I felt the same way, that I felt like I was being watched in my own room. When I took a bath, I was 7 months pregnant. I was 7 or 8 months pregnant with one of my kids. directly on me. And you guys know being pregnant and you're in the bathtub butt naked, you get the strangest feeling come over you. And I'm not paranoid or anything, only when I have to be. But when that feeling of just being watched, I jumped up out of the tub, called my husband immediately, told him to come here now. He ran upstairs. He thought I was in labor or something. He thought something happened to me and the baby. But no, I didn't tell him that I said, the baby and me are fine. I said, get me out of the tub now. There's somebody in this bathroom with me and I feel like they're watching. So he hurried up and grabbed my robe, took me back downstairs, and told me the next time you go to the bathroom, I'm going with you. You're not going by yourself. But before I left Hawaii, I took some pictures of me in my room. I got a lot of orbs. A lot of people will consider it being dust particles, but bullshit. Not all the time. There were orbs in my room. And do you know how old that ground was when they built the new housing on that property? I was living in the old housing before they built the new housing, and the old housing was built around the 50s and the early 40s because when Pearl Harbor hit there, we were 3 miles from Pearl Harbor. Okay, and mind you, that people lived on that property before us and probably died on that property. But anywho, long story short, I've had encounters with stuff, and I didn't exactly see, but knew they were there, felt they were there. I felt like I was being watched the whole time I was in that apartment, in the housing. I wasn't scared to live there, but some things did freak me out. And I will be back with more on the story